Hi everyone. So I'm going to talk about paid social ads today. Um, I'm going to try and do it without coughing as well, so bear with me. Okay, so paid social ads. We'll talk about best practices, and then we'll talk about why things might go wrong if they do go wrong, and what you can do to rectify it. So, paid versus organic, which one should it be? A lot of people ask this question. They come to us and they say, well, why would we pay for social ads when we can do it organically? Can you not generate leads organically? The fact is, yes, you can generate leads organically, but it takes time. If you're doing an organic social media campaign, you need to give it at least 3 to 6 months to get traction. And realistically, you will never generate as many leads in the short space of time that you will do with paid social media ads, as long as you're doing it right. So paid ads can produce quicker results. They work best when they're backed up with organic, and that's the other thing, is that some people think it's a choice between the two. But if you think about it, if you click on a paid ad and you're going to engage with a company, you're probably going to check out their social media as well. You're going to have a look at their website. You're going to have a look at everything. And if the organic stuff is not there to back it up, you're probably not going to take that any further. So it's important to do that as well. And the same with reviews and endorsements. That is very much a part of social media marketing, in that making sure that you've got enough reviews and endorsements. You've got good Google reviews, you've possibly Trustpilot, but definitely endorsements on your social media make a really big difference. Read the stat recently that 93% of people consider reviews before they make a purchase. So it's really important. And should you do Google ads or social media ads? Well, that depends on your product or service. So look at it this way: if you're a very considered purchase, let's supposing that you were going to have a will written, you would be very unlikely actually to click on the paid ads unless there was a very compelling offer there, because you're going to take your time, you're going to skip the paid ads, you're going to go down to the organic listings. That is for Google. That is where social media will come into its own. Google's probably better for emergency services like emergency plumbers, etc., etc. The other time that social media ads are better over Google are where people aren't necessarily going to search for it because they're not aware that they need it. So, you know, we do have a lot of products or services where we say there's no point in putting it on Google. Nobody's going to search for this. Nobody knows it exists, or nobody will understand the benefits of it. With social media ads, what you do is you take it and you pull it in front of people. So that's a big difference. So, which platform? Now, Facebook's still the largest platform. And it does have some very, very powerful tools for segmentation. You can really target. The metrics I would say are absolutely brilliant, and it produces fantastic results. LinkedIn is obviously a good professional platform for B2B. Twitter's got some powerful tools as well, but it can be very expensive, particularly if you get it wrong. You've really got to fine tune it. YouTube video really is coming into its own. YouTube is another one that's quite often overlooked. And the good thing about YouTube is that if you get enough followers, you can monetize your channel. TikTok's new and exciting, but you've got to make sure that it is the right business, because it's still predominantly a very young demographic. But the most important thing here is to research and don't assume that you know where your audience is. Because so for example, we've recently done something for somebody in the farming industry, and they said, well, it's got to be Facebook all the way. Yes, it has, but actually when we did the research, we did find a sizable audience on LinkedIn as well. And the reverse of that is somebody who came to us and said, well, business to business, we need to be on LinkedIn. When we actually looked into it for that profession, there weren't many people actually using LinkedIn. Most of them were on Facebook. So it's really important to do your audience research and know where you're targeting. So which goals should you use? Most people think that it should all be about lead generation, but actually lead generation in itself can be very ineffective if you don't have any brand awareness. And quite often, if you do a good 3 months worth of brand awareness before you do a lead generation campaign, you get better results and better quality conversions. There's no point in getting leads if they're not going to convert. And you could spend hours wading through hundreds of leads that don't go anywhere. And that is because people need to see advertisements, they need to see organic, they need to see a lot of stuff several times before they'll make a decision. That's not always the case, but in most cases you'll find that that brand awareness following lead generation, where people have seen your ads and they're aware of you, produces better results. The other thing you can do is target ads, so that if somebody's seen one, you can actually target it, so they then see the next one in the sequence, then they see the next one in the sequence. So you can actually really fine tune them. Who should it be? There are demographics, psychographics, and behavioural are your three main your three main considerations when you're looking at audiences. There's quite a lot of use of artificial intelligence on these platforms to make sure that you do get the right audience. You can also do lookalike audiences. So if you have an existing client base and you've got a database, we can import that, and then using AI, most platforms can actually find customers for you or potential customers for you based on similar demographics and similar behaviours and psychographics. So it's quite a good way to do things. Life events, targeting people who've just got engaged, or people that, maybe have had a bereavement for whatever reason. You can actually target things according to particular life events as well. And also the stage in the consumer journey is really important. There's no point in targeting stuff to somebody who's already a client of yours. You might want to upsell, or you might be looking at more loyalty. So actually targeting on that in those ways, you can segment and target that way as well. So how do you create compelling copy? Well, you need to capture attention. That's the most important thing. And that's why it's really important to get professionally produced graphics. I'm sure Jonathan will agree with this. But if you put something out that's amateurish, you may as well just go and throw your money down the drain. It needs to be targeted to your particular audience. So consider that as well. Consider what's trending. Consider the age of the people that are receiving those graphics. Appropriate for the platform as well. It's not one size fits all. And really important, and this is one thing that a lot of people don't realise, if you create reels, they need to be edited in app. There's a way to do it, okay, in TikTok and Instagram, to optimise it and expand the reach. If you create your reel, including your captions and everything, and then upload it, you're not going to get as much reach. And make sure your value proposition's there. So many people focus on, this is what we do. Okay, we do this, we do that. That doesn't sell. People don't buy products and services. They buy emotions and they buy value. They buy something because it answers their pain points. It gives them a solution to a problem. So your value proposition is really, really important. If anybody wants help producing value proposition, we can support with that as well. So the reason that paid ads fail, the audience doesn't know you, they don't trust you, your claims aren't realistic. That's where your organic and your social proof comes in, making sure you've got those reviews and making sure that you show that you know what you're talking about for your organic. Your business strategy is wrong. We've had that as well, where people have been massively overpriced or massively underpriced, which suggests they're too cheap. If the business strategy is not right, no amount of paid ads is going to sell your product or service. Lack of market research, just going out blind, the wrong timing. We had somebody that tried to sell some kind of herbal mixture when pandemic started. Wrong timing, it didn't work. It actually was taken as you're trying to cure COVID. He actually did his own paid ads. We were just doing the organic, but he very quickly got his account blocked. And that's the other thing, is that you breach the terms and conditions, and that's why you should go to a specialist. You're not agile enough, you're not adaptable enough Just because an ad works one month doesn't mean it will work the following month. It's a very shifting landscape. You don't respond quickly enough. If you want a lead to convert, you literally need to get in touch with them within about 5 minutes. Like literally, because firstly, they'll start being targeted with similar ads the moment they click on your ad or they engage with it. And secondly, most people, once they see something they're interested in, will start researching alternatives. So you need to be hot, need to be straight in there. Poor reputation online, you know, if you've got negative reviews, you need to get those dealt with, and badly constructed copy. So why use an ad agency? Well, paid ads work best when they're part of an integrated marketing strategy. There's a sales funnel there on the right-hand side. Quite happy to talk that through with anybody if they want to book a one-to-one. But part of an integrated marketing strategy is really important. Paid ads on their own may not produce the best results. We can do competitor analysis, look at trends, social listening, listen to what the marketplace is saying about your competitors, about you, about your industry in general. Money on boosted posts generally won't get you very many results, and just stabs in the dark. It's just wasted money, to be honest. Professional creative, so an ad agency can find out what the best trending music is, using platform tools to get the best reach for you, create a proper hashtag strategy, which is also important for improving your reach, research your audiences and segment them and really pinpoint the right audience for you. So A/B test ads, not necessarily right the first time you get them out. You need to test them across different platforms, test them with different audiences, test them with different copy, and fine tune and optimize to get the best results. Proper reporting, lead alerts. That's the other thing, is that we can monitor leads and we can alert you as soon as they come in, and just generally optimizing everything and making sure you're getting the best return on investment. Completely lost track of time. Am I okay? Oh, okay. Have I run out? Can I just give you a very quick case study? We've just done money control, and he spent £300 with us so far. He is getting 5 leads a day, 2 of them converting. Each of those leads, the value is £300. So he is getting £600 a day conversion off of a very well optimized paid ad. He said it's completely transformed his business. He wasn't getting hardly any leads before. £600 a day is an incredible result. And literally he has had millions of views. So that is what an ad agency, a social ad agency can do for you. So if you're interested, please get in touch. That's Tracey from Arctic Bee. I'm sorry I went over. Thank you.